wet floor sign at us. The disrespect of these people. Like, bro, these customers is something else, okay? When you applying for your fast food, remember that, lady. What's up, y'all? It's Tamara J. We're up in New York today. I'm not from there, but my brother lives up there right now. Y'all already read the title. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Make sure you like, comment, share, and make sure you copy yourself a seat by subscribing to this channel. And let's just get straight into this video. So this is going to be basically my top 5 worst customers at McDonald's. So make sure you keep these stories in mind when you're applying to work at fast food, because these customers are trifling. These customers, but his customers are always right though, okay?
Okay.
But let's just get on into the first story time. Let's just make this quick. So the first story time, it took place, it's happened on a morning shift. So usually I used to work weekdays, I worked in the afternoon, and I used to work weekends in the afternoon too. But ever since like the virus came about, they were switching up the schedules like really like, you know, now that students, they're not going to school, they had them working in the morning, but my schedule stayed consistent. I was still working afternoons until they started putting me in the morning shift for weekends. Okay, so cool, whatever. So, you know, I'm working morning, regular casual stuff. And so this one day, I'm working in the morning shift. And basically, we have 2 different places in which you take orders. You have a place in the back that takes the order and cashes the person out. And then you have the person with the headset in the front that takes orders and makes like the drinks, like the ice cream, or sometimes we bag the orders. It depends if there's employees or not. So this particular day, I was in the front. And so it was somebody in the back. And usually they go, when they go on break, they would send me back there to take orders and cash people out. But that day, I stayed in the front, and then they had a different person go back there and, you know, cash people out and take orders. So we have a rule at McDonald's that you cannot. I used to work at McDonald's starting. I worked at McDonald's for 9 months, and I quit about 6 months ago. But that's a whole different story for a whole different day. But whatever, on this particular day, they had a different girl go to the back to take orders and cash people out. So it was this red vehicle that came, and it had about like 4 or 5 females in there. And I guess she took three different orders. And the rule thing with McDonald's, I don't know who came up with this. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know if all McDonald's do it. But that was a system that was in place at our job. We cannot take more than 2 orders per car. And I think it was just because maybe it's gonna take too long to like give all those orders out to one car. We're not allowed to have like a car sitting at our window waiting for food for too long, because it's gonna run our numbers up. So basically, it was basically just 2. If I say basically one more time, right? It was just 2 orders per car. But I guess she wasn't really familiar with that, and so she took 3 orders. So when the people got to the window, they're expecting to pay for 3 orders, but they were only able to pay for 2. And so the girl goes and confirms to the manager, like, hey, they ordered 3 separate orders. Can they pay for the 3rd one? And the manager was like, no, it's not a rule, and it's not going to be like, it's not allowed. It's not going to be allowed today. So the girl's like, you need to explain that to them. So the manager goes and she tells them like, hey, you guys, we're going to take 2 orders per car. The 3rd person can come inside and they can order, or they can come inside and they can pay for their order. But we are not allowed to do 3 orders per car. So they got to hollering. I'm in the front and I just hear hollering. So I don't know. Y'all already know if y'all work like fast food or something, if it's anything going on, I'm trying to see what's up. So I walks back there. I'm trying to see like what's good. So it was about like 4 black females that were in like the car. They were loud. They were, you know, just hollering like, oh, what you mean? We can't, I already made my order. Y'all should have told me that before I ordered. And they were just going off. And so basically the manager's like, okay, you know what? Give me your card and I'm gonna process your order in the front. So she redid the order and then she paid for in the front. But that part I did not know, because back then I already went, they were too much harder for me. So I already went back to the front, and I'm continuing taking orders because I was in the front, and so I had the main line. So I had to go and take orders. So I didn't know that the manager took their card and processed it in the front, because she didn't tell me that. So now the people, they get to my window, and so I give them 2 of their orders, and they're sitting there like, we used the coupon for a free hash brown. We used the coupon for, where's our free hash brown? They're ready to fight me for some free hash brown. And then this morning I was doing both, taking orders, making drinks, and passing food through the window. Okay? Because we didn't have employees like that. We didn't really have it was up and down. If you work fast food, you know, some moments we had employees, some moments we did not have any employees. So they had me doing all of that. And plus the morning wasn't really too busy, so it didn't really matter. So I'm trying to give her food, you know, and then she's like, where's my free hash brown? Where is my free hash brown? I used a coupon for a free hash brown. We're like, no you didn't. No you didn't. No you didn't. So they all get to just, they ready to buck. They're ready to buck for the free hash brown. They're ready to fight, okay? They're hollering shit. And then that particular day when I got to work, it was like a lot of cops that were like outside the job. I'm like, what's going on? Who might get arrested? But they were just sitting out there for no reason, honestly. But she was like, oh, if them cops wasn't out there, this fruit punch would have been at your head. This fruit punch would have been at your head. Where is my free hash brown? I used the coupon for a free hash brown. I'm like, no, you did not. Like, no, you did not. We can't, like, I understand it's just a hash brown, but it's like, no, you did not. So, you know, the last order, she still haven't got her food. She's like, where's my food? Where's my food? And I'm like, you didn't pay for it. Oh, yes, I did. How you gonna tell me I didn't pay for my food? And she went off on me. I was like, and I just closed the window, y'all. I was like, ooh. I go to the manager. I'm like, hey, like, you know, they had 3 orders. The lady said she paid for her last order. The manager told me, she like, oh no, you gotta tell her she need to come inside. She has to come inside. So I go and I'm like, hey, the manager said you need to come inside. She was like, make me come in there. I'm gonna whoop one of y'all. Make me come in there. I'm gonna beat one of y'all. Tell that manager she need to come here to this window. Tell the manager come here to the window. I'm gonna whoop her. I was like, oh my God. They're ready to go to war for this McDonald's breakfast. They're gonna go to war. So I'm like, you know what? I told the manager, we just gonna give them their food. We just gonna give them their food. We just gonna. So we bag up their orders and stuff. The manager, she bagged up their orders. She gave it to me. And I gave it to them. And they're still like, where's our free hash brown? I gave y'all a coupon for the free hash brown. And we're trying to explain to them, like, no, you did not. No, you did not. Like, you really about a buck over a hash brown. You didn't give us no coupon, no none of that stuff. So, you know, they got to arguing and stuff. And the manager was eventually like, yo, like, look, if you don't leave from the window, we just gonna get the cops. Like, they're right in the parking lot. They're right over there. They just walked over to your car. So they left. That was just like, they about to go to war for a hash brown and some McDonald's breakfast. People really ready to just over some McDonald's. That just never really made sense to me. It didn't make sense to me. And that leads me into my second story time. So for people that work fast food, you know, we regularly get like homeless people and stuff. So this one particular, you know, you have like regular homeless, and then you have homeless that'll probably pop in one day and then you don't see them again. This was one of those that just popped in one day and we never seen him again. So he was there before my shift started. So, you know, I go in there, you know, and I was working afternoon shift. So I go in there, you know, put my stuff down, I clock in. I was probably late like usual. Sorry, no, not sorry, but yeah. So I clock in, I get ready to work. I'm ready to work and stuff. So I see he keeps coming up, you know, asking the employees that are already there, like, oh, give me a cup of water. Give me a cup of water. Give me a cup of water. I need another cup of water. He just kept asking for water, like cups back to back. Like, yeah, you know, 3 cups. You want your 5th, 7th cup. He just kept asking for cups of water. And it was like this older white guy. He had like gray hair, you know. He was wearing like really, really, really long gray pants that like kind of dried on the floor. And he had on like a white t-shirt that was dirty. He kept asking, give me a cup of water. And then he would go sit down. This was before the virus. So, and then he would go sit down and just look around. Come back, give me a cup of water. Go sit down. And, you know, and we just kept giving it to him because sometimes the store manager would be like, okay, if you're not ordering, then you can only get 2 cups of water. But other times it's just like, it's just water. So we just gonna give him the water because why not? And then he disappears. He's gone. Like, he leaves the store. So we thinking, okay, this man is gone. Ain't no more access for no water, no none of that stuff. He not here. He not. Y'all.
Got him! Got him!
Y'all know what a customer came inside and told us? Y'all. So this man comes inside the store. He just comes and he's like, yo, y'all have a man out there. He's like, let me try to censor this. Cause you know, YouTube, I don't know, YouTube community guidelines. He's out there basically, you know, playing with himself. He's out there just playing with himself in front of the store, next to the door, watching kids that are inside eating. Okay, y'all? He's in front of the store, and we have huge windows, and I guess it was like a family that had little kids that were eating next to the window. And he was out there basically, you know, beating himself, watching those kids in front of the door, like in front of the store. Like anybody trying to walk into McDonald's would see him basically just going off on himself while watching some kids that were inside, y'all. So we look at the manager like, yo, you need to go do something. It was a man on the shift. We're like, yo, you need to go, you know, you police today. You a police today. You need to tell him he need to, you know, get lost. So the manager's kind of like, damn, bro. So the manager goes out there and is like, yo, bro, you can't do that. You can't be doing that out here. You can't do that out here. So then the homeless guy has the nerve to come back inside. He's like, oh man, I'm so sorry. Like, I didn't mean to do that. I'm so sorry. Give me a cup of water. With the same, bruh, that same cup that he, like, the same, y'all, with his hands that he used to touch upon himself, he put on that cup and was like, give me another cup of water. This time I was in the front. I wasn't really doing register. I was more so like, you know, bagging either like Uber orders or something. I was just in the front either bagging Uber orders or giving customers their orders. So I looked at him. I said, I know you fucking lying. Not with them hands that you used on yourself. I have to give you a cup of water. I have to take your cup, touch your cup, those same hands that you use on yourself, and give you a cup of water. No ma'am. So I kind of continue bagging up orders, and he just won't move. Like, he's not moving until someone gives him a cup of water. And so, you know, I finally told one of my coworkers, I was like, hey, you know, just give him a new cup with some water in there. So she does that, you know, she puts some water in the new cup and she gives it to him. And so he goes and he sits down, and he comes back, give me a cup of water. We call the cops. 911. 911, yes, hello. We have a man that's sitting inside the store. He was just, you know, beating himself to some little kids. Come get him. They did just that. So, you know, the police, they be taking him. I don't know. Them police don't be coming to our job. We can say, hello, we have a tut. And they won't come. And they won't show up. That was crazy story time number 2. All right, y'all. This next story time was about the time that this lady flung a wet floor sign at us. Okay, y'all, my phone being real disrespectful. Like, if I gotta film this one more time, if I gotta get through the rest of this story time, try to film it one more time, y'all. So let's just back to where we was at the time that this lady threw a wet floor sign at all of us. Like, are you dumb? Are you crazy? Over some food. She did it over a smoothie, y'all. She flung a whole wet floor sign. She picked it up and said yeet over the counter over some smoothie. Let me tell y'all what happened. So this was another day when I was working in the morning. This was a weekend shift. And usually like the weekend, like usually the morning people are more calmer than the afternoon people. And I don't know what be going on sometimes or what be going on through some people here. But she comes through like I had said in the beginning, this time again, I was on the headset in the front. And so I was taking orders and, you know, making the drinks and stuff. And so I take this lady order. I'm on the main line. I'm in the front. I'm on the main line. So I'm taking orders and stuff. I'm like, hey, like, what would you like to order? And I don't remember her order, but I know she got a pineapple smoothie. So I'm like, all right, cool. This is your total. Pull up to the first window. And then we were kind of busy, so she was still at the speaker. And I guess usually in the morning is when they're like cleaning out the back of the store. And so the door was open. The door was left open because usually they clean out the back of the store. They throw out water. Like our store just be flooding for no reason. So whatever. So one of the coworkers is getting ice. And she finished getting the ice, and then she ended up dropping the scoop on the floor. And then she put the scoop to the side so she can bring the ice to the front and then go wash the scoop. But you know, customers know everything, right? Customers know everything. And so I'm minding my merry old business, making drinks for whoever else is coming up before her. And she just gets to screaming in my ear, telling me something, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. She's like, hello, 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 excuse me. I'm like, Perks? So I'm like, hello? And she's like, she's just hollering at her. And so she's like, I see one of the person, she dropped the scoop on the floor. She dropped the scoop on the floor. And she's like, y'all better make sure that is no dirty ice in my drink, and this and the third. I better not be going back to get ice with that scoop, and my drink, da da da. She's just hollering, telling me something. Her drink better not have dirty ice. We better not put that scoop back in the ice machine. Back in the ice thing. Like, I'm just sitting there like, all right, I'm gonna just let them know to clean the scoop. Like, that's what they're gonna do anyways, but I'll let them know. So I'm letting her know, like, okay, I'll let the manager know. Okay, I'm gonna let the manager know. And she's just like, why would she do that? That's disgusting. Y'all in there, y'all are disgusting. Y'all are disgusting. Oh yeah, because you work here, right? Y'all are disgusting. She's just going off in my ears because she's still at the speaker, mind you, because the line is just backed up. So I moved the speaker. I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna hear this lady hollering. And I tell the manager, I'm like, hey, like this customer, she's screaming because she's seen someone drop the ice scoop on the floor. And so the girl was like, yeah, I'm about to go clean it. Like, the fuck and stuff. So I'm just like, damn, I got this lady hollering in my eardrums and whatever. So she come up to the window. They give her drink. I make her a drink. They gave it to her, and she's not complaining. She didn't say anything. I think she probably just mentioned one time, like, oh, make sure they clean the scoop or something. But she wasn't really. She just got her stuff and she was gone. She was out of there. I was like, yup. That's the end of her. That's the end of that. Psych! No, y'all. Tell me why this lady parked her car and came inside the store. She parked her vehicle and came inside the store, y'all. So she comes inside and she's like, y'all ain't give me my receipt. Y'all did not give me my receipt. Screaming. And I guess the person in the back, I think this was the time, I think it was like the beginning of Corona, and so we would offer like, you always get your receipt because these customers, they love to try it. But the person that would stay in the back, he usually would offer like, do you want your receipt or not? Like, do you want your receipt or do you not? Or like some people just drive off and they don't get their receipt. Like some people pay with their card and they just go, they don't even grab their receipt or anything. So I don't know what must have happened, but she didn't have her receipt, and I'm pretty sure it was her fault that she didn't have it. But they say customers are always right. So she come inside, she get the hollering, she's all like, oh, y'all didn't give me my receipt, I need my receipt. So the store manager comes to the front, like, what's going on? And so the lady's just screaming that she needs her receipt. And then next thing you know, she gets to hollering about how the ice scoop fell on the floor and how we dirty and this and the third. And so I was on a headset, and so this lady that came off a break, she was gonna take my headset and I was gonna go to the register in front. So the lady gets off a break, she comes to get the headset from me, and then she's just like, oh, what's going on? I'm like, what happened? And we're both Haitian, so I turned to her in Creole and I said, oh, she's dropped the ice scoop on the floor and she's mad. That's all I said. Ain't said nothing about her, none of that stuff. I'm not worried. Like, I'm like, okay, like that's the store manager probably not, ain't got nothing to do with me. This lady turns to me, and y'all know what she said? Y'all know what she said. She turned and she said, bitch, I speak Creole. Don't be talking about me. I looked and said, who is she talking to? Y'all let me know who she talking to. And I'm pretty sure I was going through it that day. Like, that day was just not my day. Like, I was just not having it today. I already had a lot going on, you know. And then it's dumb early in the morning, and I had to be here at McDonald's. And I was already sick of that job. So when she said that to me, I said, who is she talking to? Who? And I looked at her and I said, first of all, if you spoke Creole, you would have known I ain't say nothing about you. And so she's like, oh, don't be talking about me. Bitch, I'll go over there, I'll beat your ass. I'll jump over this counter and I'll beat your ass.
Boy, if you don't.
I said, who? Baby, who? I said, over a smoothie? Over a McDonald's smoothie? I left the house. Are you serious? I said, you trying to argue with a child and you want to beat a child over a McDonald's smoothie? Get your ass on somewhere. Like, so I dead ass said that to her, and I'm looking at her like, at this point, you feel me? If you want to jump the counter, jump it. Like, if you want to jump it. Matter of fact, we had a clear open entrance straight to where we were. So if you gonna do something, just walk through it. You know what I'm saying? She's like, she said, I don't argue with kids. I don't argue with little kids. So the whole time she's screaming, she don't argue with little kids. I'm looking at her like, what is you doing now? You was really trying to argue with me over a McDonald's mango pineapple smoothie. Like, are you dumb? And so the manager kind of intervenes, and the manager's like, oh no, like, no. Like, the store manager, she's like, oh no. And then she's trying to go get the lady receipt. So she comes back with the receipt, and the lady is still, she's just at this point just trying to cuss at anybody. Then out of nowhere, she picks up this big old wet floor sign. I'm talking about the yellow ones that go like this. She picks that up and just wham, right over the counter.
Bitch, I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying. Because, oh my God.
Right over the counter. And managed to miss everyone. She missed everyone, okay? She missed everyone. She didn't hit not one person with that big wet floor sign. She picked it up and just threw it over the counter. And then the store manager was like, ma'am, you can't do that. No, ma'am. No. She was a small little Spanish lady. She's just like, no, ma'am. No, you can't do that. No. So the lady's just like, give me my receipt. Give me my receipt so I can go. So she's like, oh, I'm going to be calling corporate on y'all. She gets to yelling at the other customers like, oh, y'all don't want to order from here. They are dirty. But yet you about to walk out and enjoy your mango pineapple smoothie. So what are you talking about? She's like, oh, they are dirty. Y'all don't. And everyone's looking at her like, are you dumb? Like, we just watched you fling that whole wet floor sign. You are crazy, ma'am. You the one that done lost your mind. Not them. You looking stupid. And so they're all looking at her like, they gonna get their food regardless. So that was good. So lady, she snatches her receipt and walks up out of there. I'm like, dang, if I was that store manager, child, I just called the cops at that point. That's assault. Because if that would have hit somebody, I would have, 911 with you. Hello, we have a customer that tried to assault the store manager. Period. You feel me? She threw it in, but it missed everybody. But still, that's assault. You attempted to hurt someone with a deadly weapon. Anyways, so that was crazy. These customers done lost their mind. On to the next story time. This time again, it was another man. So he wasn't homeless or anything, but he looked like he had like a mental health issue. So basically, we had a black man that came inside, right? And he ordered this meal. I forgot what he ordered. I think he ordered a Big Mac. He ordered a Big Mac meal. He got his Big Mac meal and he left. And he left his receipt on the counter. And I had took his order, so I know exactly what he got. You feel me? Like, I took his order and I bagged his order and I gave it to him. Because that day it was really, really, really slow. So we didn't have a lot of employees like most of the times that we don't. So I took his order, bagged it, gave it out to him. And he left his receipt on the counter, but we didn't notice that. And so next, this other man comes in, right? And so he comes in with another guy. So they're both like, I think they're Spanish or what, I'm not sure. But one of them is like skinnier and the other one is big. Thing 1 and Thing 2, okay? And so that's what we're gonna name him. So Thing 1 comes inside and he's kind of like, oh, he's just trying to ask if we can give him food. Like, give him food. Someone give him food. So we're like, what? He's like, yeah, give him food. We're like, no. And so he finds the receipt. He picks up the receipt and he looks at us and he's like, I just ordered food. I ordered food. Here's my receipt. Somebody give me my food.
You are really dumb.
And we're like, sir, that's not your order. Like, that's not your order. We literally just gave that out to somebody. And so thing two is like, oh, yes, that is. He ordered that. I watched him order it. You need to give him his food and And that day, we only had girls on the shift. It was just, me, the manager was a girl, and it was like a couple other females, probably like one male that was in the kitchen. But that was it. After that, the store manager wasn't there, nothing. It was barely anybody there. And so, and this was an afternoon shift too. And so next thing you know, he's like, yeah, I already placed my order. Someone needs to give me my food. And just like flinging a receipt. And we're trying to tell him, we're like, sir, that's not your receipt. That's not your receipt. You gave that food out already. So he leans in to the manager and he's like, oh, like you look cute and this and the third. Let me take you out to eat. This is thing one. Okay, this is thing one. He's like, oh, he talking to the manager like, oh, you look cute. Let me take you out to eat. Da da da. Like we can go on a dinner. We can go on a dinner. And he's like, give me your number. Give me your number. Give me your number. And then the manager is like, sir, you need to leave. Sir, you need to leave. And he's like, no, like I'm trying to take you out to dinner. Give me your number. Give me your number. I want to take you out to dinner. Give me your number. And the store manager is like, sir, no. And so he gets a hollering again, like, okay, well, give me my food. Give me my food. Here's my receipt. Give me my food. And so we're just like, that's not your receipt. Like at this point, we don't even know what to do because it's like, so I'm telling the store manager, like, you gonna call the cops or what? Because he's obviously not leaving. He's obviously not leaving. And he's ready to throw a fit over a receipt that's not his and a meal that's not his. So he looks at the receipt. He's like, wait. He's like, yeah, I ordered a Big Mac meal. Here's my receipt. And slams the receipt on the table. And he's like, give me my food. And so at this point, the store manager called the cops. She's like, I'm gonna call the cops. He's like, yeah, go ahead and call the cops. So I can tell them that you guys stole my money and you guys won't give me my food. We stole your money and won't give you your food. I didn't know you ordered. Like, what? And so the store manager called the cops and they take 50 years as usual. Like per usual, they take forever. Like they don't show up. They do not show up. Okay? And so next thing you know, he's sitting there like, give me your number. So like, oh, we can go to dinner. Like, he's telling the store manager like, oh, we can go to dinner. Give me your number. And I'm trying to tell him, I'm like, sir, like you need to leave. Like you need to leave. Like you didn't order that. You gave that food out already, and that's not your order. Thing two kind of went outside. He was like, yeah, I'm not really gonna associate myself with thing one because I think thing one lost his mind for real. So thing two is outside. Thing one is inside, still hollering about a meal that's not his. And so finally, we all just get to ignoring him. We just ignoring him. And now he's trying to do whatever he can to kind of like get our attention. So he goes towards the register. He's like leaning his hand like over the register and stuff. Like, I'm not sure what he's trying to do. He has his hand like over the register. He's kind of like putting his hands around the counter, looking for like, any loose change that's like left on the counter by the register. And so we're just like, where's the cops? Where's the cops? And at this point, he just decides that he's gonna go, and he just made his way down the street. After he's long gone on foot, disappeared, nowhere to be found, that's when the police want to show up. And they're like, yeah, you guys call the police. What happened? And we're like, he's gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's no longer here. He's not here. So, yeah. What you want, a description? He's gone on foot. Yeah, they done took so long that man could have probably walked halfway across the city. Like, so last but not least, we had another customer. Okay, no, matter of fact, she was not a customer. So we had this lady, right? Okay, so this is the time I was on headset, and I was on headset in the front, taking the main line, per usual. So next thing, I take this lady's order. So she orders this whole meal, and then you could hear like, homeless people, they like to stand next to the speakers sometimes, and they like to, oh, like, can you get me something to eat, or can you give me some money? So the lady was like, okay, you know what? The lady got her a Big Mac meal. That was it. The lady got her one Big Mac meal, and I think, just one Big Mac meal. But the homeless lady thought that the lady also got her a sundae, because the lady ended up ordering, I think, 2 chocolate sundaes for herself. But the homeless person thought that the lady ordered a chocolate sundae for her. Keep that in mind. So the lady pays for her food, and she comes up to our window. And so, you know, they bag the food, it's done the third, and then they give the food to the lady, and the lady gives the homeless person the Big Mac meal with a drink, and the lady drives off. The homeless lady comes to the drive-through window, and she's like, hello. So, you know, the person in the window opens the window like, yeah, like, how can we help you? And she's like, where's my ice cream? Where's my ice cream? Where's my ice cream? And we're like, the lady didn't order no ice cream for you. Gave her her ice cream and she left with it. And the homeless lady's like, no, that lady ordered ice cream for me and da-da-da, and I have ice cream, and where's my ice cream? Y'all need to give me my ice cream. And she's being like loud. She's being really loud. She's like, I ordered ice cream and y'all are trying to steal from me, and she's going off. And then next thing you know, so we end up closing the window because like she's not even supposed to be standing in the drive-thru in the first place. So we don't have to attend to. If it's a real issue, come inside because you don't have a vehicle. But she stays in the window, and so the door is closed, and she's like, and then so we're ignoring her at this point because what else can we do? So she digs in her bag, pulls out a barbecue, and just bing, right at the window. Just threw it right out the window. And then she leaves. She goes down to the next window because, like I said, we have two separate like windows. We have the first window where you pay and the second window where you get your food. So she goes to the window where you pay. She takes out another barbecue, beam, right at the window. And then she just comes back to the first window. And so the manager opened the door like, you need to go. And she's like, oh, F y'all. I had ice cream and you guys won't give me my ice cream. And it's not against ordering for like homeless people, but it's like, you know, don't be ungrateful. The lady didn't order her no ice cream. The lady ordered 2 ice cream for herself and no ice cream for her. And this lady is cussing us out over ice cream that she never ordered. I had about enough of that job. So if you guys want a story time on my experience working there or why I quit, then just let me know in the comments down below. If you guys don't let me know, then I'll just decide myself whether I want to do the video or not. Or if you want to work there, because it is a great job, like it is a great first job for teens, but just get in, get your little experience, and get out. So, but if you guys want to see a story time on those, or you guys want to see how you can get hired at McDonald's, then just leave a comment down below. And if not, I'll decide whether I'll do the video or not. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy these crazy customers. Keep that in mind when you're applying for fast food. I know it's crazy customers everywhere, but I can't do no fast food anymore because that experience that I went through, it was way more than those, but those were like the top 5. But we had way more. If you work fast food, you know every day is something. Every day it's something. These people are so entitled. But if you enjoyed this story time, then don't forget to make sure you like, comment, and copy yourself a seat and subscribe to my channel. Share this video with your friends, family, auntie, cousin, whoever. And I'll see y'all in my next video. Oh, I always forget to include, we have a lot coming up in this channel. This channel is way more than just story times. My life is not that. My life is not a movie. It's not a movie over here, baby. It is not a movie over here. So we have a lot more videos than just story time. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and stay tuned, because I'm gonna be putting y'all on game. I'm about to be putting y'all on. So stay tuned for that.